Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new toy unboxing from J&J Toy Giants. I'm your host JD, and we're going to be unboxing another Diamond Select toys under the Ghostbusters line. And that's going to be Walter Peck. Yes, you know Walter Peck from Ghostbusters, and been actually looking to expand my Ghostbusters collection and not just stick to Mattel or Hasbro. And so I was able to find this guy on Amazon, and I had no clue that they actually did Diamond Select for Ghostbusters. I know they did the Diamond Select for the real Ghostbusters based on the cartoon series, but I actually didn't know that they actually did it based on the movie. So I thought it was just Mattel and Hasbro, and that was the only ones that they did the movie specific figures. But be that as it may, we are going to be unboxing this particular figure. We just wanted to say thank you for watching this video, and your support means the world to us. But if you guys want to watch any more particular content that you can't get on the YouTube channel, be sure to follow us and go and join our Patreon page. You're going to find the link in the description of the video, and you can actually support us there and actually get access to all kinds of different reaction video content that you cannot get here on the YouTube channel. So be sure to go there. The first 2 tiers, you get a 7-day free trial. So be sure to find that out, and just go to there and see what you may like. You may actually like a bunch of content that we did there. We do appreciate your support, and let's get over to the toy unboxing. All right, so we're going to be going over a little short ski video, 1 figure. Normally I'd try to do 2 on 1 video, but this is going to be Walter Peck from Ghostbusters, the action figure made by Diamond Select, which is another company that also had the rights to the Ghostbusters line. As you can see in the back, says Diamond Select. And of course, this was another line that a lot of people, I wasn't aware of it when I first started collecting, and then as I got more and more into collecting, I started to find other toy lines that had the property for Ghostbusters. So you can see back here, you can also get Slimed Peter Venkman and Gozer the Destructor. But they've also made other figures like the real Ghostbusters cartoon series, but in 6-inch form, and dozens of other like Tully, where he is possessed and was was one of the demon dogs looking for the Keymaster. And so so we're definitely going to be unboxing this. Walter Peck is one of the more funnier characters, just because of how much of a dick he was. Sorry for my language, but so let's do like we always do. We're gonna let them breathe.
I am Walter Peck, sir, and I'm prepared to make a full report. These men are consummate snowball artists. They use sense and nerve gases to induce hallucinations. People think they're seeing ghosts, and they call these bozos who conveniently show up to deal with the problem with a fake electronic light show.
All right, so without further ado, let's go over this toy unboxing of Walter Peck of the Ghostbusters. And this is the Diamond Select Ghostbusters series. You can also get Tully and also Gozer the Destructor. As I mentioned in the intro, very many different toy lines have been made for the Ghostbusters from different companies. Diamond Select, Mattel, when they had the license for a little bit, and now currently Hasbro. Walter Peck was from the first movie of Ghostbusters. He was the one that was from the city that was basically, thinking that they were frauds, and was the one that ordered for the containment unit to be shut down, which unleashed a whole slew of ghosts that they've caught and put into the containment unit, therefore almost causing an apocalypse into the city. Now, this scale is a little bit off as far as when I say that is because he's a little bigger than all the other ones from the toy lines, and I'll explain. So, this is, pardon me, this is the current Ghostbusters Plasma series that is currently out for Hasbro. This also, Ray, is the
Mattel figures that they did for the Matty Collector, which is kind of like Has Labs or Mattel Creations kind of thing, where it was you had, I don't know if they had like they had to have a certain amount of backers that like they do now in order to be able to get a certain figure. But basically, these are all 3 different toy lines. Their scales are a little different. Naturally, the Diamond Selects are a lot bigger, so more than 6 inches. And I'm definitely looking to get the other ones as well. I don't really care if they're scale or not. I just want to make sure that I can get a hold of them and add them to my collection, so that way I can, have, really, really good Ghostbusters display. The one that I have now is currently full, so I'm gonna, if I get any more Ghostbuster stuff, I'm probably gonna have to look for another part of my shelf, if I can find one, to start a collection there. But as you can see, I just wanted to describe the difference of size. Now, I do want to get the real Ghostbusters cartoon Diamond Select figures as well. They had the movie version of the figures from Diamond Select, and they also had the cartoon version. And if you watch the Toy Room vlog of Matt Cardona from the Major Wrestling Figure podcast, he has shown his really great display, a collection of Ghostbusters, and he even has some in his miscellaneous shelf as the Stranger Things kids in their Ghostbusters costume. I think that they were in the 2nd season when they wore those, and so definitely want to get those as well. If I ever got those, I'd probably put them in my Ghostbusters display, not my miscellaneous shelf. But the thing is, though, those Diamond Select toys, I actually got this at a little spot in the Capital District where I live. I live in Albany, and this was in Latham, which was like 5 exits north. And it's a little spot that's been there for a while, and they have some really good stuff that you don't normally see in the stores anymore. They still have some current stuff. Pricing is pretty good depending on what you're looking for, but it's mainly a video game store. They just so happen to sell figures and collectibles as well, but they're mainly a video game store. Check them out if you're in the Capital District. It is Vortex Video Games. I'll put a little picture here of their logo and try to see if you can find them on social media. More likely can find them on Instagram. I don't think they have an X account or Twitter account. And I don't know if they have a Facebook account. I think they do, but Instagram is normally where you're going to find a lot of their stuff. But definitely like this particular figure. Walter Peck is a very famous character just because he was the antagonist of the Ghostbusters, not just Gozer, but Walter Peck, because he basically was responsible for them having to face Gozer. And it also comes with a stand here. I don't know if you noticed that, but trying to get him into the stand was very hard. I'm not sure why they come with stands if it's not going to fit. I understand you wanted to get it snug and fit in there so it'll stay there and stay in place so they don't fall. But when they're too hard or too big, where you can't fit it in the little circle on their feet, it kind of like defeats the purpose of having a stand if they can't stand up. Like right now, you can see me standing up, but it's kind of crooked. This is because I don't want to move him around too bad. His articulations, he's very stiff right here. As far as like his articulation, I try to move him around, but his arms, they go through here. No articulation on the biceps like some of the other figures. His head does move around pretty good. His knees are very stiff, and you can also actually no, wait a minute. He does have articulation on the ankles as well. All right. So definitely, if you're looking to get a really good figure to add to your Ghostbuster collection, you gotta have Walter Peck. I mean, it goes without saying. I don't know if they're actually going to have, I know with Hasbro, which is the current line right now, they came out with the Plasma series for the original Ghostbusters. They also did Ghostbusters Afterlife, and they also have the Slimed versions of these here, which I'm also looking to get. But I'm surprised that they haven't gotten the Ghostbusters 2 figures out there with the, you know, like the navy blue uniforms that they have, or the slime cannon that they had. But yeah, I mean, maybe they're coming out with them soon. But I know with the Mattel line, they did have the Ghostbusters 2 Ghostbusters there. I believe they just had Peter, Ray, and Egon. I don't know if they had Winston in that uniform, but I definitely would add this to your collection. But one of the things I was kind of like, you know, a little disappointed is that his legs actually don't move out like this does. You see how it's a little bit more articulated on the legs, just in case if you wanted to have like a display for him like running away or stuff like that. But it does still follow the same thing that Mattel did. Now Mattel also has a little bit of an extra articulation at the thighs that the Hasbro doesn't. So each line has something different to kind of separate themselves, you know. But you take what you can get at that point. He does not come with any other accessories. He really doesn't, because in the movie he didn't have maybe a briefcase. That's about it. But other than that, no. I would have loved like maybe a miniaturized containment unit door that he ordered one of the police officers to turn it off. Oh no, it was a Con Edison guy. Con Edison is the electrical utility company that they have in New York City. But yeah, so that is it for this short ski video toy unboxings of Walter Peck from the Ghostbusters line, made by Diamond Select. Be with you in a moment.
Yes, and that does it for this edition of the J&J Toy Giants YouTube channel toy unboxing. Again, I'm your host, JD. Be sure to like and subscribe, and also comment on any of our video submissions on YouTube, Patreon, X, Instagram, and Facebook, and follow us on TikTok, and also follow us on Twitch. Now, again, join us on our Patreon page, and be sure to be a Patreon subscriber and supporter. Thank you so very much, guys. See you next time. Keep on cruising.